Hey folks, this is a review for an upcoming either performance task or a code word test. So for chapter 1, so on number concepts. So here we go. Don't forget all your lessons can be found at Mrmathblog.com. So here we go. So using a word in this box over here to complete each sentence. So okay, so numbers 3 and 7 are they even numbers, odd numbers, or digits? Okay. Do you remember 3 and 7? Those 3 and 7, those were odd numbers right there, okay? 5 and 2 are blank in the number 52, okay? So I'm going to choose this word right here. They're digits. This is the tens digit. This is the, here, let's go over here. This is the tens digit. This is the units digit right here, okay? So they're the digits right there. All right, and so this one's a joke right here. How do you make 7 an even number? Do you guys know how to make 7 an even number? All right, well, if we just took off that S right there, if you take off the S, let's do that real quick. Let's take off this S right here, and if you take off that S, then watch, we'll just take off that S, and all of a sudden it becomes even. That's a joke, you guys. Anyway, so you can tell your parents that. So which shows 7 plus 7 equals 14. Okay, so remember this is an even number. Even numbers are when you can add the two same numbers together, it'll always give us an even number. So 7 plus 7. Okay, so even numbers don't have an extra cube left over. See, like this one's has an extra cube left over. This one's odd. Okay, this one has an extra cube left over. This one's odd. So I know it's not this one or this one. It's either this one or this one. So we just got to count up how many pairs of 7. Okay, so let's just count the columns. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's not this one, it's this one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you guys see that? So it's this one. So what you're going to do is bubble in that one right there. So if you have a test that asks you with these little bubbles right here, then you bubble in the one that you think is correct right here, okay? And these are called multiple choice ones right here. So we're going to bubble in this one because this one's the one that represents 7 plus 7 equals 14. And if we counted these up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, okay? 7 plus 7 equals 14. All right, and 14 is an even number. Which sum is an even number? Okay, all right, so which sum has the two same numbers added together? 5 plus 6? Nope. 3 plus 4? Nope. 6 plus 6. Hey, right here, 6 plus 6. This would look something like one of these guys right here. If I can take off these guys right here, okay, this is a different problem, but if I could take those guys off, here is 6 plus 6 right here, and that would be an even number. I'm going to reverse that right there, okay? So 6 plus 6, it's this one right here. That's our even number right here. All of these would give us an extra block. 11 would be an extra block. 7 would be an extra block. 9 would be an extra block, which would be like this guy right here. Extra block right here, an extra block. Okay, so in my last videos I've told you about my air conditioner coming on, and it's coming on right now. We're still in a hot spell in August, and I live in Sacramento. Okay, so draw a quick picture to show the numbers and describe the numbers in two different ways. Okay, so I don't know if I drew a quick picture on these. Okay, so 37 is boy, if I didn't, I'll do that right now. So there's the tens, there's the units digit. So there's 3 tens and 7 ones, okay? 3 tens is the same as 30, 30 plus 7, okay? So there is 3 tens and 7 ones. Let's go ahead and do that real quick, okay? So 3 tens and 7 ones. 3 tens would look something like this. So 1, 2, 3. Let me do one more here. There's 3 tens and then 7 ones. Okay, it would be, you know, we draw circles or we draw little dots. So there would be like 1. Let me just use that guy right there. So that would represent 1. So we do 7 of those. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and we'd probably stack those Sorry, sometimes my computer gets kind of weird. So usually they stack them in stacks of 5. So there's 3, 4, 5, and we'd have to do, so there's stacks of 5, and so there would be 6 right there, and then 7. So if we move that right there, so there would be 37. Do you remember doing that? I think it was in lesson 2. So here's 10, 20, 30, and then 35, 36, 37. Okay, I won't have time to do that on this one, but here's the tens. Here's the ones. So this says 8 tens, 5 ones. So we'll put in 8 tens, 5 ones. Okay, 8 tens is the same as 80. Okay, so 8 tens is an 8 with a 0. Okay, so oops, there should be a 0 right there. Golly, hopefully your teacher makes mistakes like I do, because I sure make a lot of mistakes. All right. So there would be 8 tens and 5 ones right there, okay? 8 tens is 80, 5 ones is 5. So 80 plus 5 is the same as 85. 3 tens, 7 ones, 30 plus 7 is the same as 37 right there, okay? All right, which group of numbers shows counting by 5s? Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so here 20, 21, 22, 23, this is counting by 1s. Here's 10, 20, 30, 40. This is counting by 10s. Here is 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, these ones are going up by 5, so it's this one right here. This one is going down by 1, so that is actually subtracting 1 right here. So we'll talk more about subtracting later when we get later into our textbook. So we're going to go ahead and bubble in this one. That one is counting by 5s right there. Okay, so count by 10s. Okay, so 5, 15, 25, 35. Notice when we count by 10s, the units digit stays the same. It stays as 5. The tens digit increases by 1. There's an imaginary 0 right there. Plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. So if we add 1 to 30, we're going to get 40 right there. So 45 would be our next number right there. So it's going to be this one when we count by tens, okay? This one is, if we left off at 35, this is counting by 1s. If we left off with 40, it'd be counting by 5s. And 35, that's counting by 0. So that's something else, okay? What's another way to describe 48? Okay, so 48 is, that's the tens, that's the ones, so 4 tens, 8 ones. 4 tens is 40, 8 ones is 8, so 40 plus 8, so it's going to be that guy right there, okay? Okay, notice we bubble that in, the ones that, the circle that's opened is next to our correct answer. All right, what's another way to describe 34? Okay, so here's 10, 20, 30 plus 4. Okay, 30 plus 4 would be this guy right there, 30 plus 4. Okay, all right, how about this guy right here? Write the number another way, okay, 41. Okay, so this would be 40 plus 1. Okay, 40 plus 1. Okay, 6 tens, 3 ones is the same as 60 plus 3. 60 plus 3 is 63. Okay, count by hundreds. Okay, hundreds is this one. This is the hundreds digit, this is the tens digit, this is the ones digit. So when we count by hundreds, this one changes. So it changes by 1. So here's 435. 535, 635. They're all 35, so we're just changing this one, increasing that by 1, which means we're increasing the hundreds digit by 1. So if we increase 700 by 1, it's going to change us to 835. So it's going to be bubbling that guy right there, okay? All right, so which group of numbers shows counting by 10? So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So counting by tens, we're increasing the tens digits by 1. Okay, see how that's 0 and that's 0? So it's not that one. This one's increasing by 5s. Okay, how about this one? Well, it's not this one because the tens digit stays the same. This one's increasing by 1s. How about this one? So 0 and then 10 and then 20, 30, it's this guy right here. This one's increasing by hundreds right there, okay? So increasing by tens would be this guy right there, okay? All right, so Mrs. Peralta buys 35 markers for her classroom. Which choice is missing from the list? Okay, so looks like we have packs of 10 and single markers. Okay, so here's 30 plus 5 to give us 35. Okay, so if we decrease 30 to 20, this would be 20, which would be 2 packs of 10 markers, okay, and then plus how many would this be? Well, this should be increasing by 10, so 5, and then increase this by 10, and this is going to be increased to 15, and 25, 35, and as these decrease by ones, as the 10s decrease by ones, 3, this is going to be 2, this is going to be increasing by 10s, the single ones increase by 10, so 5, and then this will be 15 right there. So there's going to be 2 packs and then 15 markers right there, so it's going to be this guy right there, okay? All right, how about this one? So Pat wants to buy 27 apples. Which choice is missing from the list? So she can buy bags of 10 apples, so here's two bags of 10 apples, which is groups of 10, so this would be 20 plus 7. If we decrease this by 1, this would be 1, so it would be 1 pack of 10 apples, or I'm sorry, 1 bag of 10 apples right there, which means increase this number by 10, so 7 plus 10 is 17, so it's 1 bag, 17 apples right there, okay? Alright, so the blocks show the number 40, which is a way to show this number. Okay, so here's 3 groups of 10. Do you remember that? Here's 3 groups of 10. And then here is 5 ones. Here's 5 more ones. So 5 ones and 5 ones is going to give us 10 ones. Okay, so 3 groups of 10. 10 ones is going to be this guy right there. Okay, alright. Okay, so Robert uses blocks to show 37, which shows the blocks he uses. Okay, so here's 2 blocks of 10, so it's going to be one of these guys, 2 10s, and then we got to count the ones. Here's 5, here's 10, here's 15, 16, 17, so there's 2 10s and 17 ones right there. Whoops, I guess I didn't get that. Whoops, I got it on this one right here. I have a blank page, I'll have to erase that. Which is a way to show the number 67. Okay, 67 is the same as 6 10s and 7 1s. Okay, well that's the same as 5 10s and 17 1s. So if I decrease the 10s by 1, it increases the 1s by 10. That's the same as, let's decrease this by, okay, is that one over here, 5 10s, 17 1s? Yeah, it's this guy right here. But it's also the same as, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let me go back. It's also the same as, let me get rid of that there. It's also the same as 4 10s and 27 1s. See how we decrease this by 10, increase this, I'm sorry, decrease the 10s by 1 and increase the 1s by 10. Okay, decrease by 1, increase by 10, decrease by 1, increase by 10. So which one of these is over here? 5 10s and 17 1s, okay? So 67 is the same as 5 10s and 17 1s, okay? All right, so which shading shows an odd number? All right, well remember you guys, from lesson 1-1, even number shows pairs with no cubes left over, okay? So here's no cubes left over, here's no cubes left over, here's no cubes left over, here's one that has a cube left over, so it's going to be this guy. This is an odd number right there, okay? All the other ones are even. Okay, Mrs. Newton wrote the riddle. Our room has the number, has a 3 10s and 2 1s, so which number matches Mrs. Newton's clue, okay? So 3 10s is 30, 2 1s is 2, so 30 plus 2 is going to be 32 right there, okay? All right, so I'm almost done, you guys. So what is the value of the underlined digit? Okay, so the underlined digit is in the 10 spot. This is the 1 spot, so this represents 30. Okay, so it's this guy right there, 30 right there, okay? All right, you guys, I hope you guys do fantastic on your test, and have a great day.